Yo, yo, yo! Sounds good. Holy. That's sick. How you guys doing, man? Okay. So, I'm done with my meeting, the morning meeting, and I'm ready, pumped up to get things done. Hopefully, you guys had a great day, enjoyed, ready for some interesting stuff today. Yo, today we'll do our CTF. I don't know if you guys saw the message in the Discord. Lofi, CTF Lofi. You guys get a chance to look at it? Okay, the toggle is here. Yo, Renchi, what's up, bro? Wrench, my man, how you doing? Not yet? Okay. This is okay. So because I was looking for file inclusion CTFs. One is the include one, and the other one is Lofi, which is the easy one. So we'll do Lofi. We'll do Lofi, and then we'll also look at the include one based on the time we got, right? But let's get started with file inclusion for today, where we left off. And I'll just start my Brave quickly. We'll do the Burp Suite Academy, like the Portswinger Academy rather, next week. Not here. Try hack me. Here is the room links, lads. Yeah, it is Lofi. It is Lofi. I'll show you. This one. This one, lads. The Lofi, like the one we know. We'll do this one. It seems easy, right? Which is good. Cool. But what I want to do is, like, there is local file inclusion, path traversal, and file inclusion. I just want to just get this feeling that, okay, I understand it, right, along with you guys. So that's the main goal of today. And then we'll do CTF. Maybe I might even come just for the challenge on weekend. Not sure, because I have to improve certain things, suggestions that were made by people. I'll start the machine. Here we go. Okay. No one share the answer. Let the let this F suffer. Okay. Holy man. Wrench, my brother, wrench. Okay. But yo, let's get started with where we left off. We were at task 5 and we completed, I believe, the task 4, right? We completed task 4 and we have our answers. Oh wait, we didn't complete task 4. Which function is causing the directory traversal? Okay. So we'll do task 4. We'll do task 4 and we'll get started with that. So yesterday we guys learned about the null bytes, right? 0 and 0, or in the hex form x0x00, right? To get, it's like a comment in PHP till 3.5.4 it was fixed, but before that, if you find, you can use null bytes to get away with any input validation or anything like that, right? In this section, the developer decided to filter keywords to avoid disclosing sensitive information. The etc password file is being filtered. There are two possible methods to bypass the filter. First, by using the null bytes, or current directory trick at the end of the filtered keyword. The exploit will do similar things. So for example, if we have lang etc password, right, we could also use something like lang etc password and null byte after it. What this will do, put everything in the comment, right? So, or ignored basically by the compiler. To make it clearer, if we try this concept in file system using cd, where I think we talked about this change directory, if we do dot dot, it goes up a directory, it will get you back one step. However, if you find cd dot just one, it means the current directory, dot dot parent directory. I think it will take me some time to do ads on Twitch, boss. There's no ads I can do any right now. It says in the current directory. Similarly, if we try etc dot password dot dot, it will come wherever it is in, right? Let's say it is in the password directory, it will go back, right? So it will end up in the etc directory. It results will be etc, and that's because we moved one to the root. We came out one. Now, if we try this, it will still remain in the password. So this one we covered yesterday with like all the diagrams I showed you, right? How root, home, desktop with 2 dots and stuff. So let's get started with the sample. Where is Brave? Okay, here it is. So let me close this. Let me get the IP address. Firefox, come on. I'm taking this off because there's no point right now. Hopefully it loads properly. Yeah, it's loading properly. Now let's go to our server, which has file inclusion issues. Okay. It's taking some time to load, I guess, with the expires in 1 hour, whatever. Okay, interesting. TryHackMe at its best again. Sometimes I think I should have just started with the CPDS. Kishore, what's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing, my man? Lohan Island, yo, what's up? Yo, do you see this? Thank you so much for this suggestion, man. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Thank you so much for sending this video. It is really good software. I love it. So easy to set up and everything. How you doing, man? Also, Happy New Year. I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, Lee, come on, work. Nice, nice, bro. Had some biryani on the weekend or during the New Year or no? Everybody's saying howdy, everyone now. Dude, I don't know why TryHackMe has gone really downhill recently. Okay, let's start again. Let's see. It's a premium room, so I know there won't be a lot of people using it. Then why still like it's not working ever properly? Oh, damn it. Dude, I don't know if I say I would say it was super happy. Like I'm happy in the sense, I completed my 1 year journey on streaming. And it has been going so great. I cannot be like I have no complaints. I'm just super happy. And but from work side, not so much happy. I'm working on something really crazy. Thank you, boss. Thank you. I'm just happy like we completed this, and like there are so many people with the every day I see these messages. I just am very energetic, and I'm just very happy just to show up because I know I will be talking to some of you guys, inspiring, talking, like it's such a friendly vibe. Insomnia, what's up, bro? Howdy, howdy. Okay, we got our IP. Nice. Okay, finally the IP is working. Even though like it's taking some time to come up. I think they said nope, not doing that. So two things I will not be doing: shaving, my like doing a clean shave, or twerking. Those two things, never doing that. Okay, going back. So we were at the lab 4, not this here. We were at lab 4 figuring out this, right? So I think we completed that yesterday, but it's fine. So let's say if I try something. Password and then null byte. So file get contents is being used. That's the function name they wanted. Which function is causing directory traversal in lab 4? File get get contents. And if we want, right, let's look at how we can get it to print. Yeah, null byte. That's right? Like, did I say something wrong? And we got this. This is a null byte, right? Like here we got. Oh no, not null byte, not the conference. The null byte here, which is in PHP. No, it's all good, but there's so many words that are like interestingly, but like yeah, null byte in PHP, it's like it basically is like a comment thing, right? Where let's say if a function, the one we are talking about in this case is file get contents, right? This will get the content of a file you put in, right? But in this function, let's say there are certain input validation sanitization is happening where let's say everything is being put as .php, right? If whatever file I name it, .php is added, and /etc password doesn't have any .php, there's nothing .php we need. So we'll put null byte, and it acts like a comment, and all the things after this will be like acted like comment, almost like we have SQL injection where, or like you know in Python if you want to do this, JavaScript, so that thing basically. So we completed lab 4. Next, lab 5. Next, in the following scenarios, the developer starts to use input validation by filtering some keywords. Let's test out and check for the error message. So let's see what this will bring us. And we'll get the following error. So I want to see by myself what happens with the error. I'll just go with lab 5. Lab 5 is here. So, okay, I got that part. File. Let's copy this path they want us and then paste it here. So what we get is in the warning. Do you want me to increase the size? So in the warning we get includes etc password. So they are putting a directory in front, right? Fail to open the stream. No such file or directory in wherever they is going. Okay. Now let's see what they want. And we are using Python 5.2, right? So the null byte thing will work. In THM or lab 5 index, blah, blah, blah. Yes. If we check the warning. What is this? Oh, it's the game. It's the game. Yeah. If we check the warning message in include languages etc password section, we know that the web application replaces ... with empty strings. There are a couple of techniques we can use to bypass that. First, we want to send the following payload. So if you see what they are saying here is dot dot slash becomes an empty string. So what we are going to do, we do 4 dots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 slashes. Why? Because regex is, hey, if you find this, convert this to empty string, right? Then whatever is left, so the thing that's left on the left side, the thing that's left on the right side will be here. So dot dot slash this here, and that will be our ending, right? So that's what we need in this case. So we'll do our usual dot dot slash, but add dot dot slash in the middle, dot dot slash here, dot dot slash here, dot dot slash here, and it will work. As you guys can see, it worked and we got our information, right? That's basically how did this work. Oh yeah, it's I love this content for file inclusion is pretty nice. That's why I like their one compared to, like, the previous one we did, which was okay. This like the IDOR one, this work because the PHP filter only matches and replaces the first subset, right? So it only matches this. It's not like recursively matching. If a proper good function was there, it would be like, okay, whatever is the final string, go through the system again to make sure things are not happening, right? That would be the proper way, but they are just going through one iteration. And doesn't do another pass, doesn't go again, leaving what is pictured below. So dot dot slash becomes empty, dot dot slash becomes empty, so we get the same thing. Try out lab 5 and we got it done, so that's cool. No answers needed. Lab 6. Finally, we'll discuss the case where the developer forces the include to read from a defined directory, where what that means is we have a directory. Let's say it looks like var in a real life thing, right? Var www, and then there is, let's say, app where this is running, and the file we have, right, is saying includes. This is the last directory, and this is where they search, right? Whatever files are there in this directory, they are searching. That's the developer made sure only files whose content is in the includes one is coming out. Read from a defined directory. For example, if the web application asks to supply input that has to include a directory such as this, so languages, in this case it's languages en.php, then to exploit this, we need to include the directory in the payload like languages. Okay. We need to include the directory in the payload like this. Okay. So what that means is, let's go to lab 6 first. So if I did something like dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash etc slash passwd, so that's what we wanted. I'm just going to change it here to make it work better. Access denied, allow files at thm profile folder only. So for example, thm profile TryHackMe text, right? Let's try that. thm dash profile slash tryhackme.txt. What it's saying, if I want this function to work, I have to add this thing. The guy's legit giving me the answer how to hack it, right? thm role admin, that it works. So what I'm going to do is I have to include THM profile, sure. And then I do this, and because we are in another folder, I think this actually 4 there are, so this should work. Yeah. So we got our information here. Hopefully that makes sense. Do you guys understood that? Do you want me to go over it again, or are you good? Try out lab 6, check what directory is in the included THM profile. Try out and read etc os release. What is the version ID? So this is what we want. Instead of password, we want this file. Again, okay, sounds good. So the developer told me, right, how the function is working in get.php file is, the developer said, hey, if you want to make a request, earlier you were able to just give the file name, right? Now what you have to do, I'm making a check only work. The if condition is only get the contents of file which, right, in the path given to me should have THM profile, right? Else return error, right? Earlier what we were doing // etc password, right? That was our main game. This won't work here because the path, the starting here, this part should have this name, directory name here, right? So that's what we did. It said, okay, you want, as a hacker, we said, okay, you want that directory name in the start. Robert is doing good. He's getting a new car. So what we did to our payload, we did, okay, you want this path, we'll give you that, but then again, we'll add our stuff to it, // Now we are adding again etc password. Why there are 4, right? If you see, right, we talked about this. Var, this is the root directory. Root has var, or it has etc, and it has password. It also has root directory at the same level. It has var, www, html, or app, app. So usual cases we do 3 when things are running in app. Right now it is running in a folder called THM profile. You are good with me till here? You understand that there is THM profile folder here? How do we know? Because it's saying, hey, I want this in front, right? He's saying that. He's saying access denied, allowed files only in this folder, THM profile folder. You good with me till here? Awesome. So what we do now, you can see, right? If I'm here, I can see the files inside here. Whatever file is here, I can see inside. But I want to go to the passwords file, right? What I will do, first I will come out of this profile. I have to include this. That's the first thing in my request because that's the rule. Then I have to come out of this. So I'll do // Now I have to come out of this app12, // another one, w, right? So we add one more. Yes, exactly. So we add one more to get out of var. 4 of these because there were 4 directories. Now we do etc password. Is that good? This time you got the idea exactly what happened. And now, because we know we have to go for another one, which is at the same level as password, we'll go OS profile. This is the one we want this time. So what will change? just this part, right? Password, because it's the same level as password. That makes sense, boss? You good on you got the idea what we did? Awesome. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, now we'll do again like we have 4, right? etc, we need OS release. Why this is a good file to look for, right? It give us what is the name of the operating system, what is the version. This is a very old version, so we know that we can create some issues right inside this system, because the Ubuntu old one, super old one rather, I will say, it's like we are at 24 or 26 now Ubuntu, if I'm not wrong. So in version Ubuntu 12.04 we can find a lot of hacks, and the version ID is 12.04, right? Okay, let's move to task 6. Away from local file inclusion to remote file inclusion, RFI, another version of how file inclusion works. Remote file inclusion, RFI. RFI is a technique to include remote files into a vulnerable application. Like LFI, the RFI occurs when improperly sanitized user input, allowing an attacker to inject an external URL into include function. What this means, right? Let me draw things for you. If you know, right, in our how things work in their system, let's say we had this Ubuntu version, Ubuntu machine with the web app running, right? That's what we had for all the task 1 to 5, right? Ubuntu running an app. And whenever we were doing a file inclusion attack, all the files were inside the server, right? Whether it was in the etc folder, whether it was in the var folder, whether it was in the thm profile folder, right? All were inside this Ubuntu machine, Ubuntu server. What is that's why it's called local, because these files are inside the server. These are local to the server itself. But I want to get, let's say, a reverse shell, or I want to do like something way more worse than just see what are the passwords or what is the operating system. I want to get, let's say, a remote code execution. I want a reverse shell. I want to be able to get a SSH connection to Ubuntu. One way to do that is through RFI. What is RFI? Because all these files here were inside the server, I want to add a very virus, right? I want to add a virus or a malicious file to Ubuntu server. They themselves don't have anything malicious, right? I want to add it. So how would I do? Let's say I host a web server, right? Or a GitHub, something on the internet, right? I know there is a file which has a, let's say, domain name, right, with location on the internet of that malicious script, malicious virus, malicious file is censoredhacker.com virus.sh. Let's say this is the location. So my job is to get whatever this file is inside Ubuntu through RFI. That's what RFI is. We'll learn more. I wanted to give you an idea of what we are trying to achieve. Okay. So that's what it is. Let's read again and get a better understanding. A RFI is a technique to include remote files, things that are on the internet, remote, right, into a vulnerable application, the one running on Ubuntu. Like LFI, RFI occurs when improperly sanitization when the app is improperly sanitizing user input, right? Where it's not checking properly that, oh, this should not be happening, somebody should not be able to do these, all those stuff, right? No proper sanitization, allowing an attacker or a hacker like us to inject external URL like the one I mentioned, ch.com virus.sh into the include function, into their app. One requirement for RFI is allow URL fopen option needs to be on. So in this function, this parameter should be on. The risk of RFI is higher than LFI because RFI vulnerabilities allow an attacker to gain remote code execution, a shell to the server. Other consequences of successful RFI attack includes sensitive information disclosure, cross-site scripting, denial of service, stuff like that, right? So why other consequences? Most importantly is remote code execution, because if we get the shell inside the server, we can do whatever we want, right? We can change people's password, we can add our own user to it, whatever we want. An external server must communicate with the application server for successful RFID attack. So external server, the one that hosts my malicious virus, and the application which is running itself. The attacker hosts malicious files on their server. Then the malicious file is injected into the include function via HTTP request. And the content of the malicious file executes on the vulnerable application server. Here is the good image. Let me copy that and give you guys an idea. Let me make it bigger for a second. First step. Here is the app which we got, right? Like previously get PHP, and we are saying, hey, the file you have to include is attacker.thm command.txt file. So what the web application said, oh, you want to do that? The request goes to the server. Then I don't have this file. The application says, hey, I don't have this file. I have to get this file from this URL. So it makes a request to the malicious server. This is my server, right? And gets the file. It has some code in it, right? Then my server will send back the Ubuntu server, the application server, this file. This file injects the content into the include function, whatever I had. And I get back remote code execution of whatever I want, right? Hopefully that makes sense. That you guys understand what's going on, how the game is working, how we are planning and how we are doing things. You guys get that? Let me know if not, right? I'll continue till then. Okay, awesome. Thank you. The figure above is an example of steps for a successful RFID attack. Important here, one thing I forgot to mention. Remember, one thing that was mentioned in the very start. For this step 2 to happen, this one, the main one, if step 2 we want to happen, that function should be on. Allow URL fopen. If that function is not on, number 2 cannot happen, so nothing can happen. Number 2 cannot happen if that allow fopen thing is there. Why will the developer make the allow URL fopen parameter on if the default is on? Probably default is off for that. The reason why an attacker might actually make it on, because let's say you want to you have OneDrive, you have Google Drive, you have so many things, right? Yeah, these files, like even here, auxiliary draw, these ones, right? I'm adding a file here, right? So OneDrive, you are adding a file to their server. That's legit their service. Facebook, right? They want like, oh, I want to add a URL to my facebook.com post about my stream. So they will get that information. Like if you see here, so I have this, no mind, I shouldn't share that. So I have something, let's say this one, right? I added my URL here and it got the data. I didn't know about draw.io. I know about auxiliary draw, but not draw.io. So here, Kishore, right? That's one of their functions. It's not a bad thing. It's just based on what service they are providing that they will allow the URL to happen or not, right? And for a hacker like us, we want to be able to, okay, they're allowing this file, another attack surface for us, right? Does that make sense? Like, it's just based on the business requirement, what service they are providing, right? So let's say the attacker, I know about auxiliary draw though, because I know it's like plugins and I GitHub and everything. It's really good, right? Okay, beautiful. So cmd.txt contains a print message hello thm. A very simple, just this is what is done by attackers just to make sure that hey, our file can run without raising any flags in the very start of their attack, right? The first the attacker injects the malicious URL which points to attacker's server, such as this one. If there is no input validation, if there is no like, okay, if this is a legit, a good URL or not, right? Then the malicious URL passes into the include function. There is no validation happening. So the URL goes to the include function. The web app, the second number, right? Second point here. The web server sends a GET request to the malicious server to fetch the file, right? Now, the malicious server will send back the web app includes the remote file into the include function. Once the attacker gets attacker surface sends this back, the web app will include the content of cm.txt file in the include function to execute PHP within the file and send malicious content to the attacker. In our case, the current page somewhere has to show like hello thm message. Visit the following lab URL playground.php to try RFI attack. Beautiful. Okay, let's go here. Playground. Apply any technique, they say. Okay, they're challenging us. Let's say I'll start with my LFI. I can see the contents. Great. Yeah, I don't know what else they want. We showed how to include PHP. Okay, one thing I can do actually. Oh, I don't know if you guys know about Pentest Monkey. I like this website a lot. Pretty simple website, honestly, for hacking. So I want to go with PHP reverse shell. So a person like me will go here, bash ch exe. Yeah, yes. Okie dokie, Insomnia. Let's do it. Let's see. How will I host it on here? Sublime text. Bash exe execute bash reverse shell. What? Maybe not. This should be fine, right? And this is my. I want to check my IP though first. Oh, it is here. So 1067.119.251. I'm not sure if this works. Then, if not, it works with the PHP. Yeah, we'll try. If it doesn't work, we'll see, right? Like, I'm happy to try it for sure. This is the IP we want, right? Yeah. I'll just put mine. Paste. Yeah. Save as test.php or sh. Wait, I might need the s. Okay, I'll try with this sh file. If not, I will try with the php file. Right? I'll download this one as well. PHP reverse shell. Where is the file I like? Right, it might not. It is. I just want to see one thing. Where is pentest monkey PHP? Excuse me. Excuse me. I will change this t-shirt now. PHP reverse shell. I don't want to download anything from their website though. Okay, here we got the GitHub. Do I want to download this? Okay. Let's see. Let's see this one first. I'm actually like. Yes, this is the one. Thank you. Yes, yes, that's the one. Yes. Test.php. Thank you, boss. That's the line I was looking for. Okay, great. Copy, paste, done. The first one I can't write the /e. I think this is good, right? Like the first one I can't write. Oh, /min/sh in this one. Okay, let's do it. So we got our files. Let's see if I can include. And I want my port is yeah. And the port we added for bin slime txt is 1337. Okay. Listening. Now I'll add my own. I hate this. I have to get this URL, the IP of myself. Copy. And what I have to start my HTTP server too, right, with Python? Oh, I'll just use freaking AI. So I'm going to start a Python server here. So it can be, everything can be sent to this. Python version. Do we have Python 3 by any chance? Okay, I got Python 3. Maybe I can do Python 3. I hope it will work, but I often it's fine, man. We know it, like, okay, this one is working now. Let me see if I want to do a. It's running in the same folder as this. You want 8080? Oh, it's 8000. Ay, ay, ay. We have it in desktop. Where is my files that I saved? It's in my home directory. Okay, test.php and all these. Okay, cool. So now I'll start. To change the port, if you want, is not very important. Which port? Yeah, yes. P 1337. Now let's try, because to give everyone right what I just did, a quick idea. We remember like how the steps are, these ones, right? So I created a file, test.php or sh.php, right? Let's say we are taking the example of PHP. I want this file to be requested by the app. I want the app, it should be inside the app server. So first what I have to do, I need to create a server myself, attacker server. Attacker server which has access to this test.php. Oh my god. Test.php, right? The attacker server has access to this file. What I will do in the app, right? In the app, I'm going to make a request so that the app makes a I'm going to include that file so that the app makes a request to my server and it gets that test.php and it executes it, right? Let's see. Port, I will add 8000. Test.php. Does it get that? Beautiful. It's working. You guys can see, right? So this is the URL I want to add. Okay. Let's go up. File here. Attack this. File content is this. And let's see if we got our shell or anything. I hate this. It's listening. Didn't get anything. How about test.php? Test.sh. Why it's not giving me a shell? So I can see the request is being made by that server. No, I don't think so. I think like this has to be. NVLP, that port number, yes, should be there. Listening. It's not executing it. That's my question. Is it getting executed? It's it needs to. We showed you how to include PHP pages and do research on how to get a remote code execution and answer the following question. Oh, I need a PHP file, a proper PHP file. I am an idiot. I need a proper PHP file maybe. First, let's try with this. Let me see if this gets executed. I think this is what we should do, right? Here, I'll add another one. Nano echo.php. I'll add this. Exit, yes. ls, it's in the same directory as others. What I'm going to do is echo.php. Echo is working. Echo is getting executed. Just read the etc password, get the username, and then SSH key read. No, I want to get a proper RFI. So echo is working, so we need this format for our stuff. Cat test.php. Is the IP correct? 1061.19, yes. Yes. Okay, tester. Okay, sure. I think I'll do this way. Test.php. It's just reading the contents like that. I need a proper, maybe, let's see. It got the test.php, test1.php. It's reading the stuff. No connection. I have to create a proper PHP file. Let's use why don't we just get RC and delete the flag? Please don't do that. Plage. A tiny PHP reverse shell. Okay, beautiful. Is this the file itself? That's it? Okay, sure. And how does the cat test or echo? There is this at the end, right? Okay, cool. $. Execute PHP reverse and this. Just need to change the IP and this. 1337. PHP, not EV, but okay, for sure, whatever. Okay, I think that worked. Beautiful. That worked. That worked. That worked. Okay, I'll send the code, lads. I'll send the code so if anybody else also wants it. So it's running proper PHP stuff. Let's go. Hell yeah. Okay. ls. So we see all the files, right? THM profile that was mentioned, includes that was mentioned, include.php, lab 1 2 3 4 5 6, and playground and welcome. Beautiful. Ooh, goosebumps. I like it. Hell yeah, Anshul. Hell yeah, my man. My man. Ishmarty pants. Ishmarty pants. Okay. Let's see what they want. Hacker hai bhai, hacker. Okay, as a developer, how will an attacker find out is allow a URL fopen is on or not? Like, is it like if it works, it is on. If it does not work, yes, Kishore, that's big. Sub count, actually, let me check. I know you guys are very close to like making me jump in snow. That's I know for sure. Oh wow! So only 10 left. In if you guys are able to get 10 more in next like 6 days, I will be jumping in snow. Oh wow! You guys are super close this time. Yeah, let's just to let everyone know, if I reach 769 before 15th, I'm jumping. Nah, bro. That'll be wow. Interesting. That's cool. That's cool. 759. That's a big thing though. In 1 year, I'm so happy. Okay. As developer, it's important to be aware of web application vulnerabilities, how to find them, and the prevention methods. To prevent the file inclusion vulnerability, some common suggestions include challenge. I'm down. Like bro, it will be fun. I'm telling you because right now the snow is almost like 1.5 feet right now. If I can just show, I will show you how much snow is out there. After this, at the end, I will show you how much snow there is. You will be shocked. So keep the system and services. Jumping in snow won't be fun. Okay, you give me a challenge. You guys tell me what should I do. I'm not shaving. I'm not twerking. Unknown. What's up, brother? So other than those two challenges, I'm not twerking. I'm not shaving my like beard and everything completely. You guys tell me what challenge you want. I'll do that. No, no, no. I'm not doing that either. No, I'm not good with Riz and all those things. I'm just not. Give me a physical challenge like, okay, do 100 push-ups or do 1,000 push-ups in a day or something like that, or 1,000 sit-ups in a day. I'll be happy with that. Keep the system. Okay, let's get back to this. Let's do the challenge thing later. You guys decide in the chat. I'll complete the room. Keep the system and services, including web application frameworks, updated with the latest version. Turn off PHP errors to avoid leaking the path of the application and other potential revealing information. This is good, right? Like, because that's how we were able to say THM profile was a thing, includes was a thing, what errors, based on the error we could say. Including web application, yeah, keep them updated. Simple, keep them updated. A web application firewall is a good option to help mitigate web application attacks. Yes, having those security rules in place. Disable some PHP features like you were saying, Kishore, right? URL include fopen. Carefully analyze the web application and allow only protocols and PHP wrappers that are needed. Like PHP, HTTP should only be allowed, HTTPS should be allowed, not HTTP, stuff like that. Sure, like random things to do. That's actually an interesting one. That's an interesting one. Never trust user input and make sure to implement proper input validation against file inclusion. Implement whitelisting for file names and location as well as blacklisting. So that's simple, I think, nothing much. So now the challenge task 8. Let's lock in for this one. Great job. Now apply the techniques you have learned to capture the flags, familiarizing yourself with HTTP web basics could help you complete these challenges. Make sure the virtual machine is up and running and index.php file from challenges. So let's go there. Uh, challenges index.php. So we have challenge 1, 2, 3. Random things, what type of random things those will be? I think that's a question, right? Steps for testing LFI. Find an find an entry point that would be a get post cookie or HTTP header values. Enter a valid input to see how the web server behaves. Enter a valid. Okay, these are just steps, but we have covered all these things, so I will just rather go here and get these flags. We done way more, right? The input form is broken. Need to send a post request with the file parameter. Okay, so /etc flag. File they want is wait, what? Previous stat is not being sent. Okay. We'll look. Send in Discord. Send me in Discord. You open a. I should have thought about. Okay, I'll check the Discord. Give me just 1 minute. Let's complete this. We are very close. Let's complete this. Flag 1. Include a file in the input form below. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. Makes sense. Oh, they have Cadio now. Nice. Omegle challenges talk to 10 girls live. Damn. You guys just don't want to go easy on me. That's for sure. Okay. Let's see what other challenges are till this is loading. Flag 2, flag 3, gain RCE in lab playground with RFI to execute hostname command. What is the output? So we can just do that one at least. Okay, this is here, back. Okay. Let me get the hostname first. LFI VM THM. Is that what they want? Yep. Okay. So this works. Now let's get the other flags. Okay, you guys support unknown, wrench, and you guys all three are like coming up together. Okay, I see, I see. Okay. Okay, we good on this part. I can do that, Kishore, but I think like the challenge is they want me to send a post request and stuff, right? That's the main request from their side. So going back to this, I want to include, let's say if I sent a request in here, burp suite, it's not getting that. Yo, thank you for following, bro. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. This is how the streamer behaves with his chat. Are these your ethics? Streamer isn't listening to your daily watchers. Howdy, bro. Howdy. Dude, I will listen. I'm telling you, just you guys chat, come up with the answer. Let's see, right? Give me like 1 second. I really want to complete this thing. I want to see, let's say if I have /etc/password or flag 1, a request comes to the burp suite. Come on. So this request is coming. I want this instead of the, I want to change the method. Can I just change it here to post? Will that work? Or method I want to change. What it got. Okay. I need to make it smaller. Sorry. 1 second. This is way too big text. Okay, now at least there is some visibility to things. Okay. Method is post. Yes, thank you. If I send the request and PHP file, I want this to be /etc/flag, right? If I send this, what is the flag? Yo, Dogbite, what's up, bro? My rover, what's up, bro? If I add, okay, if I do welcome.php, let's say, just welcome.php, send this, what is the response I get? HTTP, this, everything went okay. Just include is coming, there is no answer I'm getting. Okay. Let's look at. Oh, nice. Nice, bro. Change the form method to post in the page source and use a tool like Burpsy to modify the method request to this. Okay. I'm doing this, but I'm not getting anything is the answer. Challenge 1 PHP welcome.php I am doing, right? Let's say if I do /// etc, or it's in challenges, so // etc / flag 1. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Okay, so if I do if I have this etc flag 1, if I do this, it goes here, intercept. This is the one I care about. Change this to post. Apply changes. Right? Apply changes. Then I, let's say, forward just this one. I don't. Okay. Let's say if I one thing is just if I go here, in here, I can do this. But I want to know why post is not working here. Inspect the form. Here there is get in this. Form, here you see the method get. I can change that to post. But I want to do through Burp Suite. I might actually look today why it's not working. So it's post. Now if I do flag 1, okay, forward. It worked this time, fixed input form, but why my case it wasn't working before? Let me just quickly check one thing, lads. The post request I just made, how is it different than the one I made previously? It has the file thing. Okay. Okay. This one, oh, it doesn't have the file thing in the body. Raw, original, edited request. The 4D form is the issue. Yeah, the body form was the issue. There in the post request, I wasn't sending the body properly. Oh, my bad. This should be okay. Lesson learned. That's a good thing. Always lesson learning. Okay, capture flag 2. It's in the this one. There are 4 because it's in the challenge directory, right? 3 usual one and challenge directory in this. Now let's go on the our next flag, capture flag 2. I like this. Honestly, I like this learning path really well. I just have to go to challenges. Oh, one thing, Rover. Actually, everybody is discussing what challenge to give. Oh, intercept, yes. Thank you. I forgot about that. What challenge to give me if we reach 769? I had the fact that I'll be just jumping. Only admins can access this page. Heck no. Only admins, then I can like look into one thing. Debugger this. No, where was So if I go challenge.php, right, guest, I need to change this request. And the guest is coming probably from here. So I'll just change this to admin. I wish hacking was that easy in the real world. Okay, we can access the file. Welcome admin. The second one might be the command with null bytes, and the last one might be command this. I think it's the second one here. This one is this. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we are in this current path. File content preview of admin is this. Includes admin.php blah blah blah. Include path is this. So how can we send stuff to it? Includes admin.php. Okay, let's do a look at the requests, all the requests in this game. So here, request response, challenge PHP, admin. If my theory is that if we are cookie is admin and it's going to admin.php, should we change our cookie to that? Like here, path. Oh wait, should I change this value first? Let's try with this value. Dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash etc flag 2. Yeah. So that didn't work. This one went to guest. Delete this one. Go back. Refresh quick. I'll change this to admin and path to what I want. Dot dot yes. Probably, hopefully. Add the null byte. What the null byte will do? How? Like where you want me to add the null byte? In the cookie? Okay. At the end. Like here. If I go to admin and then here. Like this. How will that work? I'm actually really curious now. No, no, no. Okay. Oh, in the path you want me to add? Okay. So something like this. Should I add this and then? And then the null byte? Should I do something like this? For the path? Why? Can you modify the cookie on the page, target page? Yeah, this is like it is, right? In the play. Okay. Go there, get error, modify cookie. I'm not getting exactly what you are saying, Rover. Okay, let me just delete this one. Let's try with this one with the path. Flag to okay. Percentage 00. Okay, added that. Right, and now should I just refresh? Something happened that it broke almost. In the place of admin. Okay. Okay, I'll just do a quick hard refresh. Challenge 2, then go back to storage, cookies here. I'll delete this. In the value here, I will do etc flag to null byte. Delete the other one, roger that. Now should I do? Okay. Okay, that worked. Oh, cool. Cookies is yummy. Thank you so much, boss. Thank you so much. So it was just whatever value we are putting that was going, and the null byte was the missing key. Interesting. Okay. That's good to know. Thank you. Capture flag 3. That's a null byte, I think. Okay. I need to get more thinking of how null byte, where and how, when and stuff for the null byte. That's cool though. Thank you, boss. Okay, last one. And we are running out of time already. Challenge 3, include a file in the input form below. Okay. Of course, right? Warning, etc flag.php. Okay, it's removing the slashes. Failed to open. Okay. I want to just make sure. Is doing the validation and stuff. etc flag. How about if I do? Is it happening for all? Okay. So it's looking at all the slashes and removing or replacing them with the empty string. Now we have to find a way how we can change that. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Dot dot slash, two slashes won't work. Do post request. That won't work, I think, Kishore, because what it is doing is just taking all the slashes. I tried with the two slashes, didn't work. Like what you are saying. And unknown, yes, I'll do that too. Post request. Like this. Again, it's going right like etc flag. So let's go intercept on. Okay. I hate these. Why these are keep coming? Okay, never mind. We don't care about those. So if I have this flag to cookie and do a post request. Okay. Flag changes the. How do I define scope? Oh, scope can be here, right? Scope, add whatever the URL is. Where? Okay. I am hating this right now, switching and everything. Cannot include subdomains with IP address prefix. Okay. And remove or exclude one. I will go with the other canonical one. Detect portal. Here we go. There is no keep scope only to the other one. Just the scope is fine. Okay. Cool. Okie dokie. So let's go back. Okay, I'll close this guy. Lab 3. Okay, good night, Wrench. I know, sorry, it's got a bit late. I will come tomorrow for Lofi. Lofi will be done, or like challenges will be done tomorrow. Rest ones. Is this one took a little bit more time than I expected. So we have this one, right? HTTP history. Just before this, I got this one. We converted it to the post request. And then if we go file content preview of this, okay. Did you do that with the same one? What? Oh, wrong. Intercept. It's adding the null byte here, or oh, from the cookie it's adding. This will go post. Forward this one. Let's see. No, it's not working. Failed opening include path. Okay. Do that in repeater. Okay. Do I need the cookie? Probably not. Fine. Remove the cookie. With the post request, I think I would have to add like file something like this, right? No? For the body? No? Let's try. Have we done this unknown already? Okay, response challenge 3. Oh, I see. It's going flag.php. What should we do? I'm actually a bit. Into the website uses request to accept it. Okay, this is good to know. PHP. Okay, request is evil as this, while I think very bad practice. The main reason is request is the parameter can get transferred in post or by accessing request. You don't have to check for both. The problem is setting can order the behavior how. They are saying that, but not. Inspector? You guys think inspector? Keep adding this. Okay. Get file. Okay. What do you guys suggest? Should I change the method? Okay. So and now you want is this with the null byte. File inclusion proxy here. Okay. Just send forward all. Let's see. Okay, this worked. Okay, nice. And it's adding .php at the very end. Okay, that inspector call was great. And you don't want me to add the null byte at the end. Delete the cookie. Gokul, of course I do remember you, bro. Of course I do. How can I forget such a good name, bro? How can I forget such a good name? Hiding. But it has been like almost a month though, right? If I'm not wrong. Or more than that. Right? Null byte is needed. So you want me to send this request? Okay. I did deleted the cookie, yes. I did deleted the cookie. Okay, so just the .php, that's the issue that's coming, right? That's the only issue we are seeing. How we can make it work? .php. What if I add 2 null bytes? What will that do? And let me turn off the proxy for a bit. And then here go to the inspector. Inspector. Yep, makes sense. I'm so sorry, guys. My nose is pretty bad today. But how's everything going? How is the lead code and stuff going for you, bro? Oh yeah, it's 12 a.m. for you guys. That's oh yeah, in India it's 12 a.m. It's midnight. How do I do this? Let's go with this understanding. Request, right? Request function. Global and everything. Okay. The variable is not provided in the script. Input mechanism. Okay. So if I see CVE about it, request parameter, I want like an old one. Improper neuralization of input during web page generation. Okay. Let's look. I would like to report for a cross-site scripting vulnerability. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. So if I include, do I do yes sir, yes unknown. I'm just thinking, do I do like a shell, like the in remote shell one, remote file? Change the file parameter. Change the file parameter. In here or in the burp suite? And how do you want me to change it? Like this? Do you want something like this to be the request? And I just, this I don't like, but so this is good, you think? Like, just send this with the post request. Bro, I have to get back to work too. Okay, I'll just send this then. Post. Okay. Okay. So send this. Forward this. Yay, nay. This is the last thing I try, and after this, I think I'll stop. Tomorrow, I'll come. If this doesn't work. History. Oh, come on. Edited. This is the one we sent. That's you know what? Let's do this tomorrow because my brain is also not working right now. We are not getting the response we want. Right? It's a good challenge indeed, but it's just reload the page. How about this? Okay. Reloaded the page. This one. No need to send the null byte, I guess he said. Right? Okay. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Let's do this tomorrow, lads. Like, tomorrow I will come just for this. Let's do this tomorrow. Well, I think we all just need a break. It's been 2 hours almost, right, with the stream. I don't know the timing. Yeah, 1:50 almost. Ah. Okay. So this inspect without the null byte here. Send this. This goes to burp suite. You want me to intercept this one, which I just did, right? Intercept request, then post, converting it into post. Then file parameter with the null byte. So like this. This is what you want. Lock kar diya jaye. Should I lock it? This is good, unknown. This is good. Right click, change request. Okay. Okay, like this you want, okay. That's good. Damn, it's almost expired. Do the path we were sending. So like this one. This. I need to find a way like to have less, lag in this. Okay. Okay, let's do this. We forwarded it, HTTP history. Okay, there is some difference. Okay, post is working. Holy. So whenever the request with okay. Dude, I need to go back to this one. Yo, unknown, can you do me a favor, man? Please. Help me, send me a message explaining what was the game here. It's with the changing of the method. That's why, like, how you figured out that one thing. That it will be post request, not get won't work. I would need that information. Oh, the place I was changing the stuff, that's the wrong place. Oh, that makes sense, I guess. Changing request wasn't changing everywhere properly. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. Need to learn burp suite, I think, more better. Okay. Sweet. But I guess that's all. That's tomorrow. I'm not sure if I will be able to come tomorrow because of the weekend. Oh, you opened your notes. I see. Okay, cool. So, but tomorrow, thing is, like, I will either come for a study with me section or an AMA type video, right? Just chill vibes. I will be working on some of my AI stuff, learning and things I'm doing, or something, right? On Monday, though, Monday will be interesting. No, Oh, we need a dare? Oh, yes. Okay, let me check that. Open Omni TV or Monkey apps on live and we will watch you talk with others. Omni TV. What's Omni TV? And Monkey app. Check Omegle. Oh, dude, Omegle. The reason I actually will tell you why. Have you seen many people doing Omegle like live? I don't think I have seen Omegle doing live. Reason being, Omegle can have very much adult stuff in there, right? That's the reason I don't want anything to do. It's a ban, right? Yeah. Holy, this guy. You guys have no filter. Like every single person here is a samurai now. I feel like in this chat. Holy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, Omegle is banned. Like the reason is because it's adult content, right? It can have so much sexual content and stuff. So yeah, you are better. I think Wrench is the biggest one in this case. He tops the chart. But you know what? What I will do, right? I will ask AI what challenges I should be able to do, right? I will ask you guys what you guys want me to do. I want something like that will make me suffer. I it could be like run around the whole city. Gliva. What? GLE once. Yeah. Yeah. I will do like I will come up with something. You guys come up with the put it in. Maybe I will create a thread with challenges, right? Options, and then we can do something. Okay. So we'll do that. But right now, I have to go back to work. So, but what? Sorry. Next week I will be coming on Monday. We'll do Lofi challenge and inclusion, or might be on the weekend. I will do like the Lofi and the file inclusion challenge, the CTF room. Those two will do, and then on Monday we can then start from Port Swingers file inclusion vulnerability. Right? Let me just send you guys that. Their file inclusion one has a good amount of data. I might just summarize it over the weekend and then look at the important ones. Omi challenge. Omi. Okay, let's look. Which one do you want? Oh, H3B then. You were saying OME. OME. Why I was saying OME? I don't remember. Oh, Omni TV. Oh. Okay. Omni TV. Okay, let me have a look. What is Omni TV? And then I can for sure look into it. Video chat, Omegle random chats. Okay. As long as I feel I will test it personally, right? I will make sure there's nothing that can get me banned. And then we'll see, right? Because that's my only thing. Okay, this is the monkey app. Okay. Sounds good. So let me just have a look at these things, then we can do a challenge. Okay. But till then, lads, thank you so much for joining today. It was amazing. Thank you for helping me. Thank you for pushing me to do this challenge. Tomorrow, I will probably on the weekend. Not sure if I will be there, but next week I'm starting back again the Lead Code or Die series, and also will start working. Okay, Monkey app is filtered. That's good. But yeah, so I will look into those challenges. I will improve some changes, get some commands going. Right. I will message about how to participate in the campaign. Couple of things I have, and then we'll do the Lofi challenge for sure over the weekend. But till then, thank you so much, lads. This has been your favorite neighborhood hacker, censored hacker, signing off. Yeah, new sponsorship is on there. Yep. So I'll send the whole information in the Discord with all the information. Okay. But till then, thank you so much, lads. Have a good one. This has been your favorite censored hacker, signing off with a big bye. Thank you so much, lads. Peace. Have a great weekend.